Oh my goodness, hello, good afternoon everybody. Good afternoon, Shell and Voodoo and Shanna and Doohickey and Cherry and Carrot Butts and Country Chickens. Good evening, Bryn, hello, Raina, hello. Voodoo, thank you so much for gifting 5 channel memberships, mate. Welcome or welcome back to Trash Picking Zombie Bird. Ah, cute. Shanna, Faith, Circus, and Tina. Hello, everybody. Please make sure you thank the lovely Voodoo for the gift. How's it going, everybody? Happy Saturday. Saturday? It is Saturday. Happy Saturday afternoon from Australia. I hope you're all having a fabulous day and or night, depending on where you are. Marissa, a pleasure as always. Hello. MB, hello. Gigi, aka Bug Love. Hello. Thank you for being here for 12 months, mate. Happy anniversary. Bug says happy anniversary to me. Happy anniversary. Lord Baroque, hello. Ruby, hello. Hello, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you're having a fabulous time. How are you? How's it going? Savitri, hello. It's Friday in Texas. I think it's Friday on that side of the world. Yeah. That would make sense. Don't mind me. I'm wearing my Melinda Verga t-shirt. I'm very happy. I've had a great weekend so far. And now I get an hour-ish to spend catching up with internet shenanigans. How fun. Hippiesta, thank you for being here for 17 months. Hippiesta says, hi, yo, puppy, thank you. You're welcome, mate, anytime. Today we're going to be catching up with two infamous, notorious individuals. Miss Chantal Marie, Miss Foodie Beauty, Miss Everyday Miriam, and her most recent upload entitled Ramadan 2024 Vlog Making Warak Enab, Grape Leaves. Fabulous, how fun, that's 16 minutes. And then there's been a piece of content that I've been meaning to get to, but it's just been really busy. Now, you all know, I know not everyone's here for Ambi. I know, but something just pulls me back to her every now and then. Her vlogs are terrible, and to be fair, we haven't really come together to watch Ambi for what feels like a couple of weeks now, and that's fine. I have been kind of listening to her stuff off the side, but yikes. But this one's 31 minutes of her telling the truth, so I thought that'd be fun. Laura, lovely to see you. Happy 23 months, my friend. Laura says, hello to my favourite Southern British man. A pleasure. Thank you for being here, Laura. And Ruby, thank you for 10 months as well. Ruby says, love being here always. I'm glad. Chat, take your flowers, because you guys make it what it is. I'm just the fool on the screen. That's it. You're here for girly pop. Fair, Sarah. All right, we're going to start off with Ramadan. Hi, my name's Zach. Lovely to meet you if you're new, and thank you very much for returning if you are coming back. I'm not a mental or physical healthcare professional, just a guy who lost weight, talks about things on the internet, watches way too much of too many people. I'm also not here to bully, shame, hate, harass, or humiliate, just here to talk about the produced and monetized content that we see here on this platform, because it's all about what choices about what we say, choices about what we put on the internet, choices. I was really hoping that Anna, aka Glitter and Lasers, would have posted her follow-up to the running stuff, because I'm actually really interested to see how all of that works with the doctors and stuff. But alas, instead we're here watching Foodie chop up in her living room and Ambi try to gaslight her audience, no doubt, for half an hour. So that'll be fun. You're ready? Oh no, chat, you can't bring up Kate Middleton. You can't. I can't tell you how many rabbit holes I've been down. So many. It is fun. It is, well, I mean, it's not fun, but I guess it is. It's really interesting when, like, the internet messy drama, which is part of the reason why I enjoy watching Foodie and Amber, like, to be fair, it is very interesting when it seeps out into what you would consider, like, non-niche audiences, when the general public is aware of, like, Kate Middleton conspiracies. That's a wild one. It's like your online hobby and your real life are just clashing. Anyway, let's get into Ramadan 2024 vlog with Foodie. There is also a live stream that she did within the last 24 hours, and it was dull as a doornail. Are doornails actually dull? Like, nails are usually pointed. Anyway, that's just another rabbit hole, I guess. Let's get started. Here we go. Creakin, hello, thank you for being here for 24 months, mate. Happy 2-year anniversary. Creakin says 2 years and 2 hours. Oh, till my 25th birthday. Oh, nice. Well, happy birthday in 2 hours, mate. Thank you for hanging out with us and chatting. If we might not be here in 2 hours, but if you'd like to wish Creakin an early happy birthday, mate. I hope you have a great day and a great weekend. All right, let's get started. Oh my God, that's loud. Sorry.
Hi, welcome back to another video.
Loud for me. Loud for me.
There, Beezers.
No, go away. Go away. Surely no one's interested in Cameo. Although there are new people, so maybe. Melanie, hello, thank you for being here. 36 months, happy 3-year anniversary. Melanie says, actually awake for a live hi Poppy and chat. Hi Melanie, I hope you're having a fabulous weekend. Thank you so much for your support, and it's lovely to see you. Sometimes it's great to do a midday stream from my side. It's nighttime for a lot of other people, but good to see you. Hello. Jamie, thank you for 24 months as well. Happy anniversary. Jamie says, hey Pulsters, happy Friday and Saturday. Thanks, Zach. You're welcome, mate. Happy anniversary, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Good to see you. Jerry says, I love when Poppy goes live at a normal time for me and not 5 a.m. Look, I understand. If I pushed it any later, I would just be up all night, and I can't do that. What song's that? That's like an alarm I set. Never mind. Anyway. Hey Foodie, I'll ask it for everybody. How's Julia? How's the vaccination? How's the spaying? Is any of that happening? Probably not. I don't need to see it. We'll skip. That's fine. Good for you, gal. You're doing the thing. Oh. We've got the spray bottle out. Right. Great. This is not meant to elicit disrespect or dislike towards anyone or anyone's faith or anything like that. Just the performative nature of Foodie Beauty's bullshit is staggering. That anyway, this is the part that I'm here for.
Making warak enab, which is dolma or yibra or stuffed grape leaves.
Where's Poopy? Probably sleeping. I don't know.
Alright, now I'm going to start making warak enab, which is dolma or yibra or stuffed grape leaves, one of my favorites. So I'm starting with 1 onion, 1 tomato diced
Seems like a really rough chop. Just me? No?
up. And meanwhile, I'm soaking 1 cup of long grain basmati rice in some water, just
Hi, Angelica.
to soften it up and also rinse and wash it. Then I'm going to saute the onions and tomato in a bit of olive oil to let them get.
Sorry, ma'am, is that nub over there butter? I'm assuming because you really have gotten on the olive oil and butter train.
Nice and soft.
Why not mention the butter? It doesn't matter. She probably just forgot. Strawberry. Oh, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Strawberry says, I coddle cats. But Google hates me, so I'm now officially Strawberry. Well, if you're okay to go by Strawberry, it's a great name. And the pickers of the strawberry that drove across the country with me. The strawberry that drove across the country with you? Thanks for the super chat, mate. Hello.
Then, once the vegetables are softened, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of tomato paste and just let that cook down a bit as well to get rid of some of the acidity out of the tomato.
Hey, oh no. Oh, we've got burns. We've got burns. Quick, turn the heat down.
I'm adding some spices. I'm adding a little bit of
Never mind, it's not burnt. It's just spices.
cinnamon, some dry dill, some cumin, salt and pepper to the mixture here. And I'm just going to let everything cook nicely
I don't know. We're in burn territory here.
together for a couple of minutes or so, not too.
Highly toasted, I think those spices are. Highly toasted. Annie, lovely to see you. Hello. I hope you had a well-caffeinated day and a lovely weekend plan. Thank you for the support, as always. Annie says, the performative nature of this bullshit, as you called it, is making the bile threaten come out performance of its own. Do a little dance. Yeah, like I said, like, practice whatever faith you want, and that's always been my, like, I don't care. It's up to the individual. And if Foodie wants to show it all off, that's all well and good. But sorry, I've been through a lot of. I think a lot of people as well have been through a lot of Foodie's performative bullshit, and we know that it serves a purpose to essentially manipulate audiences, and if that's what she's doing, that's fine. But I don't care. Give me terrible cooking. That's gonna make me laugh, because that's the reason why I watch Foodie's content, is to not turn out like her and to try to have a laugh.
Then you rinse the rice, make sure there's no liquid left, and just add the uncooked but soaked rice to the mixture
Thank you for the super chat.
as well. And you have your
Llama, you're highly toasted right now. Good for you.
stuffing for the grape leaves.
Hi guys. Okay.
I'm confused. I'm very confused. I skipped through. Did you just wake up? Sorry, ma'am. You look like you're a little sleepy. There's a lot going on here. I haven't watched this, but I did skim through looking for a thumbnail, and I saw this setup thinking, This is a little bit weird. Okay, first of all, sleepy eyes. Second of all, I don't know what's going on with the adapter back here. I don't know. Do you all see that? The power board, as we would call it. I don't know what you'll call it. Power strip. Wait, we've had this conversation before. Power strip, power board, power plank, power something. A fire hazard. Well, it's just a bit weird that it's just kind of out in the middle of the space. Anyway. The tasty pistachio treats, great. The most interesting thing here is, why are we... Man, we have a kitchen. You have a whole other room that you could be doing this in. Why are we here? Why are we here? Power strip, power bar. Yep. I like power plank. That's a fun one. Mediocrity, hello. Thank you for being here for 10 months, mate. Mediocrity says, happy weekend. So happy to catch you live. It's lovely to see you, mate. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a great weekend.
So I'm going to start making the warak enab, or the grape leaves. Some of you might know it as dolma. So
oh, she's quiet.
first thing,
Sorry.
I need to do is actually cut up some vegetables to line the bottom of the pot with, which is still in the kitchen.
But what? Okay, I've got to ask. I know the answer already. It's because Foodie wants to be able to sit down comfortably, not show off her kitchen, which she's probably self-conscious about because she hasn't cleaned it or whatever. We've heard that before. But, like, I feel as if you took 5 minutes to just, like, tidy the kitchen and then set up in there, we would all be having a better time.
So yeah, I'm going to do that now. I have some washed vegetables here.
Oh, Lord. Why are we using a serrated knife on a potato? Is she going for that crinkle cut look? No, she's sawing at these potatoes. Ma'am, look, we've all got one good knife. Some of us are lucky and have, like, 2 good knives. This is not the good knife.
You're just going to cut them about this thick.
Fucking... Okay. Some things to note. Chad, if you are ever in this position where you're sitting down to cut up a potato on a cutting board in your living room, just put like a tea towel or something under the cutting board so it doesn't slide across this laminate surface of the desk. That's the first thing. Second thing, you really don't want your fingers like close to the blade. Pull them back a little bit. Yeah. There's a few other things, but let's start there.
Honestly, I'm not really sure why they do that. That's one thing I didn't look up yet. Maybe just to prevent the burning from underneath, I would assume.
Okay, I've never made dolmas in my life, I think I've eaten them once. Vegetables underneath? I don't know. Maybe it's just like, is it a one pot cook situation type of deal?
But, yeah, we're going to just put that there. The little scraps over here. That's what I'm guessing.
Is that a bin over there or just the side of the bench?
So just like that.
Oh, so they don't stick to the pot. Right. Okay, that makes sense. Because obviously you wouldn't use like water or like oil or anything because that's going to cook it differently. Noted. Honey Bunny says the board moving is very anxiety inducing. Well, especially with her fingertips right there and her sawing away with the bread knife. So much of this could be improved. Marissa, thank you for being here for 37 months. My friend Marissa says it's giving veggie peeler nail incident. Oh my god, when she took off the nail, she took like a quarter of her nail off with the veggie peeler, didn't she? I stand by what I said back then. She would benefit from getting a slap chop. You know the boxes with the grid, and you just put the potato in and you just like slam it down. I'm sure they were called slap chops, weren't they? Slam chops. I think that's something different.
My cat is going nuts. The minute I press play, she goes
That piece of potato was a sliver, ma'am. You just made a chip.
insane.
Fingers in. Fingertips in.
All right,
Oh,
so
Lord.
cut these. Just like that. Yeah, you're not a
Fucking cat hair everywhere. Oh, my God.
vegetarian, you carnivore.
Your cat is on a... At this point in time, this is a, like, cooking surface. Oh, my God.
Just some slices like this.
That's... half of this is unsliced. That's... Are you throwing that... Okay, ma'am.
Just some slices like this.
She's still got like a third of a tomato there. What is she doing? Voodoo, thank you for the super chat. Voodoo says, taking bets, which one comes first, losing a finger cutting or a foot? Well, look, I don't mean to be grim, but the likelihood of her being more immediately affected by her unmanaged, untreated type 2 diabetes, probably more likely than losing a finger or something, because she doesn't cook that often, you know? Gloating, thank you for being here for 19 months, mate. Gloating says, slam chop sounds like a metal genre. It does. It's like, slam chop would certainly be, I can't remember what country does the, is it Norway? Sweden? Scandinavia? Somewhere. The ones that do, or is that, no, that's Bavarian, right? I'm getting mixed up because I'm thinking yodeling, which I know is Scandinavian centric, and then the one where they like, not like patty cake, but I think they're in Dirndl, so they must be Bavarian, maybe. The one where they make the sounds by slapping their thighs and heels and knees and stuff, and they wear fun little like hats. Bavarian. So a metal group who does that, slap chop. Yeah, love it.
Hey, I don't know. This cat eats anything, so she might like potatoes, and I mean, she likes.
Sorry, slam chop. It's way more fun.
Bread. Are you weird? So I'm gonna do a layer of tomato and then potato, but I'll show you how I layer the vegetables after. Like that. Okay, we'll put them aside.
I just want to say I appreciate you all. I've noticed that in the last few weeks I have been paying less and less attention to Foodie on screen, and it's great. And I already was only paying half attention. Marissa, yes it is.
With the knife, I'm gonna get a plate, and we have here the grape leaves, like this. Now I'm gonna take the stem off of that.
Use two
this
hands.
Little stem here. I've never done this, so I've looked up a bunch of ways that people do it. And here's the rice mixture. I need a spoon. All right. So I'm going to do a few just like this, and then I'm going to put the camera closer so you can see what I'm doing.
Okay.
All right, let's try this. This is my very own grape leaf.
Oh Lord, she's on the hunt for ass pats today. That's a weird shape. Why is it shaped like that? Ha.
Okay, it's like out like that. I'm gonna put the mixture here.
I feel like she just took the pot and just dumped it straight in. That's probably why it's shaped like that.
Just a little bit.
Hi, James.
If I do this, I'll be so happy. Okay, and then you're gonna fold it in like that. Okay, and the sides. They're not going to be perfect, I'm sure.
Sorry, chat. It's very windy. I can see you can all hear that.
And then you roll it like this. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay.
A fucking revelation. Wow. Wow, it's like
bad.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put them on the plate for now. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera around, so you guys can see what I'm doing.
The finger sniffing.
All right.
Okay, so now that we've been talking about yodeling and slam chopping, now I've got high on the hill was a lonely goat herd stuck in my head, which is great.
When I was in...
Soon the duet would become a trio, yep. Ladle?
Canada, I always sought these out at different shawarma places, Syrian or Lebanese, usually.
Take it away, chat.
And the places that would make them homemade, of course, because they're so much better homemade. Like, you guys have no idea. They're so good.
Are they?
All right, we're gonna take it like that. Okay, I'm gonna fold it in. I'm gonna fold it in, and just like that. They're actually really easy to roll.
Fuck, it's not rocket science.
Okay.
Hey, Sansa, good to see you.
All right.
Understandable.
rice. So these are going to cook, I'll tell you right now. You put some water and you cook them on the stovetop for about 45 minutes with some water.
Right.
And then after 45 minutes, you make a mixture with pomegranate molasses and things. I'll show you guys. And then you cook them for a bit longer, another maybe half an hour, 40 minutes or so. So every recipe is
this is making me nostalgic for like case cooking.
different, you know. I don't know.
That was so much more bearable than this.
Let's see here. Wow, my very own Grape Leaves. I'm so happy, so excited.
Oh Lord.
That made the cat freak out.
Go away, Poopy.
She's crazy.
It is not. It is a plastic plate. It's plastic. Of course it's or plastic or styrofoam or something.
She's
Also, why is it stuck to her?
crazy. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna finish up this. You know, it's gonna take a little while, so I'm gonna listen to something, get comfortable, roll these all up, and then I'll come back when it's time to cook them, okay?
Okay.
I'm so excited, Yella.
Let's go.
Okay, and there they are. Excuse you? No. Get out, there's gonna be cat hair.
Well, there was already going to be cat hair.
So here they are, the rolled warak enab. So I do have quite a bit of leaves left, but you'll see what I do with them. And now I'm going to prepare the pot for cooking.
Okay.
Yalla. All right, so here they are.
We're still in the kitchen. Also, why have you censored whatever that is? Oh, hold on, where are we? Oh. Sorry. Is that not just the spray bottle? I've played a few, like, pixel graphic games in my day. That's giving spray bottle. Why would you... We all know what it looks like. You sprayed yourself with it before. Very confused.
Now I'm just going to layer the bottom of this big pot,
Uh-huh.
okay, with some tomato. So let me just put that down.
See, this is why you need a flat bottom pan. You know, everyone loves a
Leftover
flat
tomato,
bottom
they're
pan.
perfect for tomato
Oh, or a vape. Ah.
sandwiches.
No, it looks like a spray bottle.
Ooh. All right, so we have the tomatoes. Okay, now the potatoes. And the potatoes are going to absorb.
Oh, it might not be the pizza spray. Welfare girl. It might be a competitor. Ah.
The sauce and the liquid, and it's going to be so good, actually.
Okay, she started singing, and my brain instantly recognized it as "Unbreak My Heart." Say you'll love me again. Don't know the name of that song. Undo those.
Potatoes. I guess it
That
gives them
hurt,
something to lay
I
on
think.
top of as well, is my guess.
Uncry these tears is another line. Sorry, I'm terrible at trivia, right? But last night someone mentioned Celine Dion, and then we got on to talking about like the top 3 Celine Dion songs. And now I can't remember what mine was. Top Celine song. It was no. Oh, what was it? It was Because You Loved Me. Not because, like, I think that that's her best song. It's just that was the song that came to mind. And then I was trying to match all of the lyrics. And I work backwards when I do that. I usually take, like, the last word because it's usually in rhyming, right? So I was like, oh, I know me and believe and... Anyway. I lost my point. Sorry. Getting very distracted today.
So,
But chat, you tell me, what's your favourite Celine Dion song? MB, thank you for being here for a month. MB says that was the first CD you ever brought. That was the first CD you ever brought? Nice. It was Tony Braxton. Unbreak My Heart. That would make sense. Yeah, I went from Unbreak My Heart to Thinking About Heart to Celine Dion to the story about yesterday to what's your favourite Celine Dion song. You don't have one, Unicorn Blow? Ooh. Well, there's many to choose from. I mean, I know that My Heart Will Go On is a classic for many people. particularly those of you who enjoyed Titanic. There's so many good ones. You only know her from Titanic? Sadie! Alright, go listen to, you know what, you can pull up an extra tab and listen to it while you listen to it, right? So it's all coming back to me now. Because You Loved Me is a personal favourite. I said I drove all night, didn't I? No, I Drove All Night, another classic. Oh, come on. You're missing out. You're missing out on some of the greatest 90s ballads. Yeah. And 2000s ballads. But mostly 90s. No, late 90s, early 2000s.
Tomato potato lining. Okay, and now we're gonna put the grape leaves.
You were my strength when I was weak. And then working our way backwards. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. And then that fourth line was the one that stumped me for like 20 minutes last night.
Put them around the pot.
I'd rather poke my ears out. What are you talking about? Celine's a queen.
I'm gonna save some of the grape leaves and maybe make another batch tomorrow if this turns out very well.
She does have a version of River Deep Mountain High, and she does have a version of Beauty and the Beast as well, just in case you missed it. Her covers are great as well.
Because I don't want to waste the grape leaves I have left over. You know?
Also, Celine's Canadian. We're watching a Canadian. There's a through line.
Okay, like that. Like that.
Sorry, it's very windy. Which is great for me, because I'm not a sweaty bear.
I love these.
I feel like, did she do like a Meatloaf song or something? Or did she do something with Meatloaf? I feel like those two together would have been wonderful.
So much. As you guys all know,
Hi, Deep.
I eat them very frequently, and I've never, ever made my own. So I'm very excited to see. And practice makes perfect with things, especially if you're making them for the first time.
I think it's a one and done situation with this.
So if they don't turn out very well, that's fine. But I showed Salah, he's like, oh yeah, they look really nice. So we'll see. Okay. So that's how they look in the pot. Now, I'm just going to take some leaves that are not, like they weren't perfect, you know, like they were ripped or something like this. And I'm just going to cover them.
Okay.
It helps weigh them down because you don't want them floating all around in the pot when they're cooking, apparently.
Yeah, leaves famously help to weigh things down.
That's what
Just look at trees. That's what keeps them grounded.
saw one lady say when I watched the tutorial. So I'm just going to put some of these on top.
Okay.
Hopefully that will help them, protect them.
Annie!
If you're wondering what grape leaf tastes like, it's tart. It's like a tart.
Who'd you call tart? Because someone's mad about it. Sorry, chat. I'm just gonna... There we go. A bit better.
I don't know, maybe because they're in brine and maybe because of the sauce.
Gravity expert.
I don't know what they taste like raw, but these are like brined ones. But they're very good. I don't know how to describe the flavor. It's a very unique flavor, and some people, when they first try it, it's an acquired taste for them because...
Bitter? Is bitter the word you use to describe the taste of grape leaves? I guess.
You know, it takes some getting used to. I liked them right away, but I did find them a bit different, right? Because I never had a flavor like that in my life.
Oh my god.
Especially growing
Help
up
me.
in Canada, where I
Wind beneath our wings.
never ate them before. They do have them
Whack.
in Canada, but I didn't grow up eating these. So I'm going to put one more leaf here. Okay. And just like that. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
And to keep it weighted down,
Right.
I'm going to put a plate on them.
Okay. The good
Yes.
plate, not the
While they're
styrofoam.
cooking, so that, like I said, they don't float around. And I'm just going to cover with foil because I broke the lid to this pot. I have the outer layer, actually. I'm going to put foil in the outer layer of the lid, okay?
Why don't you just use one of the other smaller pots?
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover these with, mostly cover with water. And then I'm going to cook them for
I didn't realize like 10 minutes of this would be explaining things she's doing without showing them. Fun.
About, I'm going to maybe like 40 minutes or so. And then I'm going to add the sauce. And the sauce is going to be 1 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of pomegranate molasses, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. And I'm going to pour it over top of them. So,
Ma'am, once again, have to ask, how is the blood sugar?
I'll show you them when they're finished, and we're going to taste test, okay? Bismillah.
Great.
All right, here they are in the pot, all cooked.
Bismillah? Okay.
So yeah, let's dish this out and see what they taste like.
Why are you yelling? Okay. The timeline of this is curious.
Okay, guys, here they are.
Oh, we're serving the potatoes with it. Okay, so it is kind of a one-pot situation type of deal. I don't think I'd like the taste of these potatoes. I don't think I'd like the taste of these potatoes. I'm just so tired. Like, I'm so tired. Why do we do this? Why do we do this?
All right, let's try this. Moment of truth.
Okay.
They feel soft. Bismillah, I'm breaking my...
Has she actually acknowledged the reason why she has 2 phones? I don't think she's even mentioned it. Normally, man, I remember back in the day, Foodie having 2 phones would have been, like, the topic of discussion for a hot minute.
Fast with this. Then I'm gonna put...
Now everyone, I don't know. I think maybe everyone's just fucking tired. Just tired of her BS.
Maghrib, and then I'm gonna have iftar, so... They're exactly how I love them. Mm.
From a tin?
Perfect. Mashallah. Let's try the potato.
Okay. Why are we holding the plate up?
Mmm.
I feel like, forgive me if I'm incorrect, and I know she was talking about a sugar sauce that she's made for this. I feel like salt would be nice. I would like some salt. I'm a salty girly pop, but I don't know. I'm not convinced. DX, oh my goodness, hi, happy weekend. Thanks for being here for 15 months. DX says the Christian God of Farts is here. Everybody, no more teabagging Jesus, everyone. Pack it away. Hey, DX.
One more. These are so good. Oh my gosh. Mm.
How good. Foodie moaning over food. It's been a minute. How lovely. Comically small bottle of water. Do you know what? It took me a minute, but I finally came around to, oh, the tiny bottle of water. Why does that seem so familiar? Oh, that's right. That's what you get on, like, a plane.
So thirsty. You guys. You have
Oh, DX, I'm saving that for tonight. Actually, both of them, because we're watching International and Season 16 at the same time.
to try these. Yes. Yeah, you have to try this if you love these. If you've never tried them, oh my gosh.
I'm
please
fine,
try
thanks.
grape leaves. They're so good. But I feel like if you're like a picky eater, you might not like them. I don't know. But Salah loves them, and he's kind of a picky eater with some things. It just depends, I guess.
No, I'm not.
Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and more to come. Bye!
Terrible, boring, awful. People are dropping like flies when it comes to watching Foodie. She had a live stream up from 3 days ago, or 2 days ago, and it's at 7k. Where's her 101k? Where's your man? Interesting. Okay, well, we can continue to talk about Foodie, but I'm not watching any more of her content today because we've got 30 minutes of Amberlynn Reid gaslighting her audience to watch. That's going to be fun. So I understand. Chat, I get it. Not everyone's here for Ambi. I know if you hate watching Ambi with me, I get it. It's fine. If you liked it, hit the like button on the way out. It's okay. But we're going to move over onto Ambi now. And here she is. Yay!
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So today we have a Q&A. So I went on
Oh, that's new.
Instagram and had you guys ask me.
What's this in the background? Hold on, I don't care about your Instagram Q&A. What's this? What is this? This is some type of like plant plush, which I actually love. I love this. But what's this? What is this? Oh my god, ears for Ambi. It's been so long, chat. I'm so sorry. I've got them right here, though. Hold on. Hold on. Answer me what this is, though. How much are we going to hear about... Oh, talk about her hair this time? She'll probably talk about it for at least 10 minutes today. Socks? I don't know. They're a bit big for socks. There's another plushie here that I think's like a cactus or something. And that bottom plant's a succulent. A onesie? I don't think that's what it is. It kind of may... Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. It just like caught my eye immediately, just being there.
Some questions, and I listed off the ones I want to answer on my MacBook. And I had 31 questions in total.
Did she get a new MacBook? I thought she broke her MacBook. Like I said, chat, it's been a hot minute since the timeline of Ambi has entered my conscious mind, so I feel like I'm having to draw a bit harder. Sure, sense made.
Total after
Words
going through
hard.
hundreds, but so many are
Twinkie's outfit, that makes more sense. It's a Twinkie onesie.
repeats or things that I've already answered or things that maybe I just don't want to talk about. So after about like an hour and a half, I had 31 questions and I was like, that is such a weird number. And I was like, let's do 33. I'm 33 years old and 3s are a special number in my family. So I was like, okay, that works out perfect. I really try to choose
Her favorite number is 77.
questions that people have been asking a
I hate the fact that I know that, but I only know that because of the Patreon thing. OnlyFans. Patreon, one of them.
lot of, and
Ariel Ann, hello. Thank you so much for joining the channel as a member. I appreciate it. Welcome. Everybody say hi to Ariel. Ariel? Ariel Ann, thank you for joining.
questions that I haven't really answered before. So let's get into it because we have 33 questions that I need to answer. First question is, would you do an interview done by the H3 podcast?
Of course she would. Oh, we'll play this game. She'll ask the question. We'll try to answer it and see if we know Ambi. Of course she would. She'd love that.
Yes, I would. I would be extremely nervous though, because I know how Ethan is. He is unbiased. He has no filter. And it's like, what does he think of me and what would he say? But
And who the fuck cares? What does it matter?
I would totally do it because I love them. Does your mom remember how she found out you were gay, and can she share her version/side of the story? So
That's a really good question for Ambi's mum. And why would Ambi... This is going to be 33 questions of stupid, redundant questions. I can already sense it.
that's actually something that me and my mom have recently talked about, because we like to reminisce. We talk about the hard stuff, the fun stuff, like just things that we experienced together as mother and daughter when we were younger. And that is a topic that has come up. And I actually have asked her, I was like, Mom, do you want to share your side? Because I've actually gotten people asking this before. She said she would, but she just...
I hate that. I hate that so much, that Ambi isn't like, let's reminisce and recollect and like talk about our past and our history as humans without like, people on the internet really want to know what you thought of me coming out. Fuck off. Fuck all the way off. Have that conversation as two human beings, as family, as like people who love each other. Sure, but don't tack on, oh, my internet audience really wants to know what your thoughts on my coming out were. Oh, God. Nothing's private. Everything is content. Blech.
doesn't want to like physically be on camera right now, so I think it would just be like her voice or something. But I think that would be fun to like hear the mother side to a coming out story. I think a lot of people could actually use that. I know there are a lot of people watching me who have not come out to their parents or just like anyone in their life in general. And I think that like the more exposure you have of coming out stories can actually make it seem less scary. Where did you get the
Great. I'm so glad she chose to answer that question without answering that question and could have just kept that question for like a piece of content later down the line. Okay, great. high quality questions today.
The idea to start wearing diamonds for your makeup. Speaking of, today I decided to do 2 here and then
Not diamonds, rhinestones, if that, if not just plastic. Probably not AB crystals, probably just plastic.
1 here on each side.
It's all the same. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make it any better or any worse, but like the quality of this recording makes it just seem like she's got dirt in her eyes.
I'm just like obsessed. Honestly, I didn't get the idea from anywhere. I just remember I was doing my makeup. This was a couple weeks ago and I was like, how can I switch this up? Because the only way I ever switch up my makeup is like the length or the thickness of my winged eyeliner. And I was like, I want to do something different. I'm not really an eyeshadow girly. I have eyeshadows, but it's never really been my thing. And then I like to wear glitter in the corner of my eye a lot. I didn't do that today though. So that's like another thing that I do. And I actually recently started that just like a few months ago. So I was like, what else can I do to elevate my look? And I was like, you know what? Diamonds. I personally love it because I think it's beautiful.
Forever.
But not only that, but like you can do it however you want. So it's always going to be a different look
Are a girl's best friend.
because honestly, I'm never
In the sky. Chat, more diamond lyrics. Go, your turn.
going to stop my winged eyeliner. I feel like it suits me. It's literally me. You guys love it. I love it. Have you considered?
She used to wear the fucking body jewelry, glitter. Body jewelry? No, facial. She used to stick stuff to her face for a hot minute. This is just a return of that. I prefer this. This is a lot more subtle and a little bit more fun, but like, I don't know. It's not for me.
Considered cutting your hair shorter to help it recover. So
This has been the topic of conversation for the last 2 weeks.
yes, but not the way that some of you suggest. Some of you are like, go up to here to your shoulder.
A bob.
Never
An asymmetrical bob.
gonna happen. But as I sit here, you guys don't even know it. But as I
Pixie cut? Ooh, Ambi with a pixie cut. No, I've heard that short hair makes faces look rounder. Kind of, sort of verbatim. Ambi's words, not mine. Art, lovely to see you, mate. Happy 12 months, happy anniversary. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Artisan says, shine bright like a diamond. Love you all. Love right back, mate. Thank you for continuing the nonsense.
sit here, my hair is actually quite shorter than it was literally just 2 hours ago. So I cut my own hair and
Okay.
it already feels so much better. Not only that, but I haven't used heat on my hair. I also said goodbye Tresemme and I have moved on to a different shampoo and conditioner and
Ooh.
I notice already
Which one?
how much better my hair looks. So here I am showing you a clip of my hair from my last vlog and
Yeah, I did notice that. It did have Miss Frizzle.
then I'm showing you my hair today
Oh, she did cut it short.
where no, it's not
Yeah, okay.
perfect, but
Do you know what she should do? She should get, because I understand if she's got anxiety or concern about going to a salon and chairs and whatever. Totally understand that. Get an in-home hairdresser. Get someone to come in. I want something new. It's her hair, so shut up, Zach. But I'd want something new. I wouldn't go at it with my own scissors because it does look a bit chopped. It does look uneven. It looks like she just grabbed it, went, and then it didn't go all the way through, and then, just like I don't care, like it's just hair for me, but I think that Ambi has a lot of concern for her hair, and looking at the way that is a chop job, I would suggest maybe getting an in-home hairdresser, getting someone to come around, maybe a treatment, maybe we even out the edges if we're wanting a bit more of a blunt edge. Maybe we feather it out a little bit more. Maybe the front pieces we cut a little bit shorter, a bit more framing of the face. You know, we could do so many things. Ambi's got so much hair, like she could have so much fun with it. It's good that she's cut off all of the split ends, but I have a feeling as if the split ends have actually gone much higher than she's cut. So the shaft will just continue to break and she'll have issues. And personally, I think that the problem with her hair is outside of the realms of changing shampoos and not applying heat. But who am I?
it just looks and feels so much healthier.
Hey, Maggie.
I am very glad that I decided to take a pair of kitchen scissors
That's true. She does go to get her nails done. That's true.
and just chop, 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 chop. How do you manage your mental health with all of the hate that you get? So honestly, the best way I can describe this is like, say there is just this invisible layer between me and the hate that I receive. 9 times out of 10, 99% of my life, with all of the hate that I do consume, it doesn't pass that layer.
Consume.
And I think with time, that layer has gotten thicker, it has gotten stronger, because I used to not handle the hate like I handle it now.
Ma'am.
Sometimes the hate can pass through it, but it's very, very rare.
What I would suggest, instead of putting yourself in the position where you are reading criticism, hate, vitriol, etc., remove yourself from that position.
And not only
block words in your comment section. Don't go read things where people talk about you. You're as much as you are a human, just like all of us, you are also a content creator, which makes you a public figure. People say things, they're not always kind.
only that,
I think, for me at least, if I were the type of person to get upset at every single thing that someone said about me, which I'm sure there were points in my life where I was a lot more like, fragile's not the word, sensitive, I guess. Maybe don't go seeking those things out instead, because you're just kind of putting yourself in that situation where you do have to bear it. But whatever. Annie, thank you for the super chat. Annie says, call me just a little bit Alexis, whatever. Tresemme and cutting your own hair. David. I don't even know what I'm as much as I used to love Lush, I moved away from Lush, especially for hair care products, and very much became I don't want to say a classic boy, because I feel like that's gendered and inappropriate, but a classic, I don't know, I feel like I've become classic Zach and have really leaned into my 3-in-1 era. Not for hair, though. Not for hair. I can't even remember what I use for hair. Oh, I've got some kind of, one of those ones that's, I can't remember. I don't remember what it's called. Never mind. I'm going to have to go check that. Thank you for the super chat.
I try not to put myself in situations where
I don't use, to be fair, I don't use the 3-in-1 for my hair. The 3-in-1 is just a body wash. It just happens to be a 3-in-1. I use a company called, it's called King of Wood. It's a Milkman. That's the group. Sorry. There's a company called Milkman, which is a great name. They're a grooming company based up on like the Sunshine Coast, and I use their hair products. So they have a lot of like beard scrubs and beard shampoos and stuff like that, and it's really lush and it smells like pine, and it's very, I like it.
see the hate. I purposely don't go into my comment section because that is the brutalest place I can go. There's Reddits about me. Don't go on there. Gosh, there's like other places and other forums you can go to. I don't go to any of those places. That's one of the
I don't trust that.
biggest reasons why I don't even have a Twitter anymore. It's kind of like out of
Milkman King of Wood is like the fragrance.
sight, out of mind. I'm sure if I consumed hate about myself on a day-to-day basis, it would reach through those layers that I have in front of me, but I don't consume hate about me. You guys message me in private and you guys are fucking amazing. You guys are honestly so freaking sweet to me and so
I hate this so much. I hate this parasocial like BS. This is the only, maybe not the only, but I think this is Ambi's favorite human interaction with anonymous audience members online, and it is sad and I hate it.
kind. And it's like, that's the stuff.
What happened to her casino friends? What happened to the strangers who she met in the casino, and the stranger who followed her to get her nose piercing? What happened to all of these people, these real life people? Did they turn out to be real, false, like potential friendships, weirdos from the internet? What?
Stuff that I'm always thinking about. That's the type of people that I imagine who are watching me. Ever get discouraged from losing weight because of your diagnosis of a lipedema? Since lipedema is not curable and it cannot go away, yes, I do get discouraged because I know that there is a large portion of my body that will not go away with weight loss, and that's hard for me to absorb.
Right. We have had many conversations about lipedema, and the benefits to lymphatic massages, a very specific diet suggested by the lipedema, specialists that we're not following, lots of tools that healthcare professionals have suggested to you that you are, again, not doing. So, by the sounds of it, Miss Amberlynn, sorry, I've just got to capture this moment. By the sounds of it, it does seem like you just can't be fucked to follow professional healthcare advice and just want to do whatever the fuck you want and be upset because things are the way they are. And understandable, like, things are the way they are, and if you say, look, there's no reversing, curing, whatever, getting rid of lipedema, that's okay. But, like, we could manage the things that we can manage the hands that we're dealt. Lots of people are dealt lots of different hands, and, like, it's just about doing it for you, not just acknowledging that nothing will help it and continuing on expecting something to change, because I feel like that's not changing. Okay.
Hard for me to accept, hard for me to process. I will always have like a disfigured body. I'll never have the body that I want, but I'm also...
I think that's a really hard thing. As someone who has like transformed their body in multiple ways over the years, that's a really hard thing to be like, I fully acknowledge I wouldn't look like what I would have perceived as ideal like 5 years ago. That was an impossible thing for me to do without like a whole heap of surgery and like all of that. So that can be quite confronting for people. But in like, whenever I talk about Ambi or watch Ambi, I do fully acknowledge that like her level of understanding and maturity isn't mine. And that's not to say one's better than the other. It's fine. But, like, it's okay to live in a world where something is unobtainable or is very hard to obtain, or is, like, if you've got a goal and you want to achieve that goal, you can make that happen. Like, goals are achievable. But sometimes there are goals that will require so much more work, and sometimes there are just unobtainable goals. They're just, like, and that's okay. But why would you spend emotional effort and energy and concern and all of that to try to work towards something that is fruitless and futile? Ooh, that was a fun word to say. Not to shit on anyone, like, take your own journey, prove the haters wrong, whatever, but like, achievable goals are very important, I think, when you're looking towards your future.
So far past that like vain, oh, I just want to look better. It's all about health. It's all about the fact that I do not want to die. So yeah, having that
Yeah, exactly, Tansy.
fear and feeling those discouragement feelings, all of that is no more stronger than like the fact that I want to live. That feeling is so much stronger than all the other stuff. But I'm only human, so of course I feel discouraged by this diagnosis. So the next question kind of goes,
and that's a lot of stuff. Like, I hope maybe Ambi's just trolling everybody, and maybe she is actually speaking to a therapist, a psychologist, or counselor or something. I don't think she is, but it would really benefit her, I think, to be able to unpack all of that stuff, not just dump it on the audience to try to help her with, because that's not what we're here for. I hope she's engaging with professional assistance to help her work through a lot of stuff, but that one in particular kind of hits home because I understand it. Like, I thought very similarly for a long time about not necessarily depression, but it would be very disheartening. It would be very, like, I'd feel very browbeaten thinking about, like, oh, I've done this to myself over the years and I'll never achieve the thing, that, like, pinnacle of what I want. So instead, I changed what I wanted. I adapted it and, like, switched it over. But I get the feeling like Ambi holds on to that.
into like what I was talking about, what is currently motivating you to lose weight, and it's pretty simple. It's like, I don't want any more health complications due to my weight, and I do not want to die anytime soon. Like, yeah. I want to live for at least another 40 years, and I know that sounds crazy, because people my size, we don't live that long. What is your next goal weight since you have reached your recent goal of 499 pounds? I think my next one is 469 because from my remembrance, that is the lowest I remember weighing in a very long time. Years, probably like 7 years, maybe more. When I get there, that'll be really exciting for me. How often do you listen to music? So I listen to music every single day. I would say for hours, maybe like 2 to 3 hours a day, maybe more.
Who's she listening to? Who's on the hot playlist?
It depends on what I'm doing. I will listen
thank you, Llama.
to music when I am walking Twinkie. I will listen to music when I am cleaning. I'll listen to music when I'm showering. Just whenever there's like a time where I'm doing something and I want like noise, it's either that or YouTube. Do you still enjoy it doing YouTube? Yes, I love everything about my side of YouTube when it comes to filming editing, uploading, I enjoy the whole process. I think
I'm not gonna lie, the last 2 weeks of content, which has been pretty dry, I think she's had like 1 or 2 uploads a week for the last little while, and then she took that big break for like 10 days or whatever it is. I don't get the sense that she enjoys it. I never really have. Probably not since Becky left. And maybe a little bit with Feline, but Amy's the content creator who benefits from having side characters, and she just doesn't have anyone at the moment.
it's really fun. I've always loved it. I love how I was able to turn a hobby into a job.
Oh, Lexi, hi. Lovely to see you. I hope you're having a good day.
And
Yeah, I used to cover Ambi as much as I did Foodie, and then Foodie went wild, and Ambi kind of took a little bit of a backseat. And then Ambi's content recently has just been really, really hard to have fun with, you know.
something that makes it to where I have a roof over my head every single day, and every single day I am thankful for you guys. So thank you
Tansy, it's such a good album.
so much for that.
What's your favorite
And for
song?
letting me do something that I thoroughly love doing, and I will forever love it. I really truly believe that. I understand why a lot of people might think I don't enjoy it anymore because I don't upload as much as I used to. The reason for that has nothing to do with like enjoyment or if I actually like YouTube still. So no worries.
Okay.
I still love it, and I am here to stay. What's your relationship with your dad like? I actively do not have a relationship with him, and
That seems to fly in the face of a memory I have from a conversation from Ambi not too long ago.
I haven't had one in
No, that's Foodie. Sorry, I'm mixing things up. Don't mind me.
a very, very long time. I think out of the 33 years that
This is why we have to have catch-ups.
I have been alive, I think I have only had a true relationship with him for maybe a year of my life, and that was when I was around like 11. I was living in an all-girls group home, and I think at the time my dad was doing really well in his sobriety, and he would come visit me, and I lived actually in
Sorry, chat. Just turning her up because I realized she's quiet.
Upper Lake, California at the time. So my dad, he would rent out boats, and we would go on the boat, and we would go fishing, and those are the memories. Sorry. Wait.
Don't need it. Skip.
I'll probably never have a relationship with him again, and that's...
Ambi, it sucks. Listen, gal. I know I'm speaking into the universe right now, and you are in a different reality than I am, and that's great. Let's keep it that way. I'm going to need you to go and speak to someone. Speak to a professional. I know that you say you are and you aren't and you can and you can't and you're back and you're forth and it's therapy and it's counseling and it's psychology and it's all of these things. Ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to start taking all facets of your health seriously, and I think that your audience has been asking you to do that for a really long time. This is not me trying to bully or anything in terms of this. Like, I understand having relationships with parents can in particular ways, and we know the history of Ambi and all of that. I get it. It's hard, but like, your audience isn't here to walk you through all of that. And she'll say, I'm not expecting anyone to walk me through all of it. I'm just sharing my story. This is me, blah, blah, blah. Got it, gal. But like, this has been you for 10 years. I'm gonna have to ask you to step up to the plate in your 30s, take yourself seriously, and go speak to healthcare professionals, because this is tiresome. And I'm not going to say you could be happier, but I'm trying to say is that I feel like you would feel as if you're progressing and maturing as a person if you're able to work through a lot of these things instead of just dumping it on the internet.
due to my choice, but it's also due to the fact that he just doesn't even try.
Oh my god, Dank Fupa, lovely to see you. Hello. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I saw how he got taken by an eagle. That was genius. Sorry, I couldn't help with my voice being absolutely broken. Lord Baroque, thank you for gifting 10 channel memberships as well. Welcome or welcome back to Beach Flower, Unicorn Blow, Sarah Ann, Humad, Honey Bunny, Butterfly, hello, Hound Fupa, Dank Fupa, there's double the Fupa, double the fun, and Lexi, thank you all so much for being here. Please make sure you thank the, I was going to say Baron of Shinies. That'll work. The Monarch of Shinies, that's better. Lord Baroque for their gift. Thank you, mate. I hope you're having a fabulous day.
Addiction, and it's bad, and he has a lot of health problems, and
It's okay, Dank.
he's going through a lot, and I love my dad very much. I love him
I can voice, now that the voice is back, I can voice the second iteration of Howie, who would be like Howie number 7, but with a slightly different voice. Like, I could make him British. Wouldn't that be fun?
Additionally, I love him with all of me, but I just know that me having a relationship with him would do more harm than good, and that's just reality. Would you recommend Ozempic? So I think that if you have a large amount of weight to lose, and you're obviously under doctor's supervision, and they think it's the right thing for you to do, and
Just reminding everyone that Ozempic was specifically originally designed to assist in the management of diabetes. Yep. Cool. Little Nikki Name, thank you for the super chat. Little Nikki Name says she's insufferable and I can only stomach her self-obsessed boring nonsense content through you these days. Thanks, mate. Been a week and I'm glad to see you live on a Friday evening. Appreciate you. Appreciate it right back. Thank you for the super chat and I hope you have a fabulous weekend to wind down. I agree. Like, if you go back and watch me trying to react to Ambi's content in the last like 6 months, it's like an irrational irritation. And I think it's just because every time I actually sit down to watch and talk my feelings through, it's just, she's insufferable. She's insufferable, and like it's particularly in these moments. Her vlogs are kind of whatever. They tend to be quite boring. Sometimes there's interesting stuff in there about cooking, but generally she's at home doing nothing, talking about nothing. Like, it's dull. But when she does this stuff, it's like, oh, this is, I see we've accepted no growth over the last at least definitely 5 years. Taking no accountability, no responsibility. And it's not our responsibility either. Like, imagine, I try to picture it, sorry, I'm going on a tangent now. Thank you, Little Nicky Name. I kind of liken it to, as much as we're audience members, the way that Ambi, because Chantal used to do it, she does a little less now. But the way that Ambi talks to her audience is as if we're friends. As if, like, she's not the star of the show. I mean, she is the star of the show, but the way that she talks to the camera makes me feel like this is how she would talk to people in life. And I just imagine being Ambi's friend and even meeting up with her once a week to talk about things, and this is how it feels. Like, I would be so, like, I think there's a reason why good duties don't exist for Ambi currently, because it would be so tiring. It would be so tiring and so exhausting to listen to the dump just ad nauseum on repeat with nothing getting better. It's like, well, like, what do you want us to do? What do you want us to do about it? Because at the end of the day, us watching things on YouTube is for the purpose of either education or entertainment. I don't think education's happening here. And this is meant to be, like, entertaining, I guess?
now you're just sitting there like, should I do this? I would say yes, give it a try, see how your body reacts.
Oh, Dank Fuba wants the ears. I'm pretty sure these were an Amazon purchase. I think they're technically wolf ears. I think you can find them.
I know for me, I had some unpleasant symptoms, but ultimately in the end, I'm willing to even try it again. So if you're debating, I'd say try it. Ozempic has saved a lot of people's lives, and it has made a lot of people lose weight. And
please don't take any advice from Amberlynn Reid. Please speak to your healthcare professional.
I feel like that's really important for health reasons. So yeah. So this kind of goes in.
Sorry, did I just hear Ambi admit that? Okay, good. That's nice. We really have moved pretty far from the healthy at every size arguments she used to throw out there. Fun.
And to the last question, why are you open to Ozempic again, even if it can mess with your gallbladder? Because rapid weight loss, yo-yo dieting.
Not the sludge. Oh no, the gallbladder sludge. Remember that? Oh dear, it's come back.
Losing a large amount of weight, all of that messes with your gallbladder regardless. I'm the queen of yo-yo dieting, you guys know that.
Excuse me, queen of moderation.
I want to lose a large chunk of weight. So it's like, my gallbladder has had issues in the past already due to...
What does that sound?
I want to lose a large chunk of weight. So it's like, my gallbladder has had issues in the past.
That sound like someone knocking?
Already due to the yo-yo diet. I want to lose a large chunk of weight. So it's like, my gallbladder has had issues in the past already due to the yo-yo dieting and to the weight loss. So it's
it sounded like someone knocking.
Like, what's another thing? If I'm being supervised by a doctor and they're like, you know what, it's fine, I think your gallbladder will be fine, then I'm gonna do it.
I'm sorry, miss, did you speak to your doctor when you were already on the Ozempic and had the gallbladder sludge? Because I feel like your doctor wasn't the reason you came off the Ozempic.
Due to the yo-yo dieting and to the weight loss. So it's like, what's another thing? If I'm being supervised by a doctor.
Holy shit. For anyone who didn't know, Ambi was previously on Ozempic, and she stopped taking Ozempic, she told us, the audience, because she had sludge in her gallbladder. I thought she'd been advised by the healthcare professionals to come off the Ozempic because it was sludgy gallbladder due to rapid weight loss, was the whole conversation. And she's had gallbladder pains and blah, 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 all of that. Because I remember there was that one piece of content we were watching where she opened her fridge door and she had like an entire box of the Ozempic needles. I'm very confused. Because I know there was also a conversation around how the insurance doesn't cover it for Ambi, or if she has insurance, and she was paying out of pocket. It was like $800 a needle or something crazy. And all of that stuff happened. I don't understand how she's back on board with, I'll try it again. Speak to a doctor. Damn. Voodoo, thank you for the super chat. Voodoo says, it's thunder. Oh, bad weather this week in Oklahoma and Texas. Right. Interesting. Did sound like a knock. Thank you for the super chat.
And they're like, you know what? It's fine. I think your gallbladder will be fine. Then I'm going to do it. I'm not going to not lose weight. Just
Why would you not speak to your professional when that was happening? And now 2 years later. This seems shady.
because of my gallbladder. Do you think living in Oklahoma will allow you to grow or no?
No, it was the Feline arc when she was taking the Ozempic.
Oh, absolutely. Because it has already allowed me to grow. This is the most independent I have ever been in my whole entire life. I feel my mental health improving. I feel my emotional health improving. I feel my physical health. I am losing weight. I am independent. Yes, I don't drive. A lot of people don't though. You can be an independent person and still not drive. So yes, I am already growing and improving as a person, like living on my own. Question for me
I was watching Twinkie then.
is, will I continue to grow as a person here? Or am I eventually going to want to move on and go somewhere else? I don't know. What's one thing
No plans.
people rag you about online that you feel bad about? So by rag me, I'm assuming the person meant like something that people like constantly bring up. And the
Oh Lord.
first thing I think of is just like my ignorance with like certain words that I've used years and years ago. Like
That's the first thing?
I'm talking over 7 years ago. Since then, I have apologized and learned, owned up for my mistakes.
Oh, I was thinking how she mispronounces things, which is just like kind of a funny thing. I don't think anyone should take that too personally. No. Okay, I know. She's not talking about that.
And I think that's literally the only thing you can do when you're ignorant towards something is own up to your mistakes, apologize, learn, and grow from that. Do you think the therapy you did for weight loss surgery helped you? Because as a viewer of 8 years, I have noticed a huge positive change in you. Well, thank you for saying that. It actually means a lot to me. I also noticed it as well.
Did she write that one?
But I think that the therapy definitely helped. It helped a lot because I think that might be the first time in my
Yeah, Cyrus, that's what I thought.
whole life, and I've done a lot of therapy in my life, but that is the first time in my whole life that I have ever seen one psychologist for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks on end. And it's almost as if like my whole weight loss surgery journey was just like meant to happen for that very reason.
Oh my God, the rewriting of this history.
Because it's like, I've learned so much about myself. And
The only reason she was seeing a mental health professional was because they refused to move her forward on weight loss surgery until she did a minimum of 10 sessions, with a psychiatrist, psychologist, therapist, whatever. That was the only reason she was doing it.
And there were so many like situations from my past, especially like in my childhood, where it's like, if I would even think about it, like instantly tears. And now
Do you mean literally like 10 minutes ago in this video?
it's like I can talk maturely and clearly about those situations where it's like, I'm okay and I'm here and I'm well.
You should, Ambi, if you're saying that during the weight loss surgery arc, the mental health care benefited you, I would highly recommend continuing that now.
I feel myself healing from things that I never ever thought that I would, and getting diagnosed with PTSD and also BPD. It opened my eyes tremendously. It's like things that I used to not be aware of, I'm now aware of, and I'm able to like rationally be like, okay, so this is the reason you're this way. Now it's your choice to like find that rational side of you, take a deep breath, calm down, and do the right thing. So this kind of goes with the last question, but it's because of the answer
Takes the diagnosis, refuses to manage. Got it.
that
I don't want to say refuses to manage because she is trying to walk through her own like logic there, which is fine. But I don't know, Ambi. Again, as a viewer of a long time and kind of agreeing with that previous question, yeah, you came out of it, I think, with a different mindset, with some growth happening. But I feel like that's not just a journey that you stop just because the weight loss surgery isn't happening anymore. Like, why stop? It seemed to be beneficial.
I am going to give. The question is, what is the worst habit that you do when you're in love with someone? So not only do I have BPD, but
That's correct, Mish. Yes, then she's been diagnosed with... It seems to happen all the time. Or maybe if we just take her entire timeline and kind of condense it all down. Like, there's discussions about a diagnosis, then she won't go and see that professional again and won't see any professional again until, like, years later. But she does like talking about the diagnoses and... not rationalizing, but utilizing. Better word.
I have massive anxious attachment issues. Like, it is so freaking bad. But when I'm in love with someone, they become my everything. And I know it's because of the BPD. I know it's because of the anxious attachment. So it gets so bad, it's to the point where it's like my emotions, my feelings, my thoughts, the way my day goes, etc., is all based on the way that they are treating me. One small change or tweak in tone or words can literally feel like the end of the world to me. I never understood why.
Okay, understanding why that occurs is good. What are we doing to manage it?
I always thought I was just...
Jamie, hello, thank you for the super chat. Jamie says, when about the psychologist from the BED clinic? Oh no, from weight loss surgery, right?
dramatic. That's what I was called.
Or is it what?
You know, my whole life in relationships, it's just like, you're dramatic. Why are
I don't know. Well, there was the conversation about BED, and then it wasn't BED when it was a weight loss surgery, because they wouldn't give her weight loss surgery until she'd done the therapy surrounding BED and basically trying to walk back that diagnosis. And then once BED was out the window, then the diagnosis for BPD came into it all. And then she started talking about anxious attachment and all of that. It's all very, I don't want to say coincidental, because that's not fair, but she's got an answer for something. She's got an answer for everything.
Are you so irrational? Why do you act this way? Like, you're just being crazy. Like, hearing those things constantly, it's just like, yeah, that's how I felt. Like, I'm just being dramatic. I'm just drama queen. And it's just like, no, like, now that I know the reason, it's like, wow, I have BPD. That's why I'm doing this. Like, I know this isn't normal. I know this isn't rational. Having that answer has helped me so much. Like, you guys have no idea how empowering it is to have an answer. I might actually give an example. So say
Fun.
someone I'm in a relationship with usually messages me every morning at 9 a.m. and says good morning to me. That's something I'm used to. That's something that I expect.
Oh, Elvin, I hope you're taking care of yourself, mate. It's good to see you.
So if it comes 9:30, I start to think they hate me. They want nothing to do with me. They're cheating on me. That's where my brain goes automatically. I'm not gonna lie. It would probably start happening around 9:03 a.m. So then what that would cause me to do is text them. Why haven't you talked to me? Is everything okay? Like, multiple texts. Because not only is that my BPD being like triggered, but it's also my anxious attachment being triggered. But
Okay, Ambi, like, we get it.
now that I have the answers, where in the past, if I did that, that would just be me being dramatic. I'm a crazy girlfriend. Like, what the heck are you doing? Now it's like, if that was to happen, I would send one text. You okay, babe? You know, a simple you okay? Yes, I'd still be like on the inside having a little bit of anxiety, like, oh my God, what's happening? Because
Please see a mental health care professional.
I can't
Please don't get into another relationship. Like, please.
change those things about myself right now. That's going to come with time. That's going to come with therapy. That's going to come with help.
When's that happening?
But the fact that I'm able to
When's that calendared in for?
stare the same situation in the face, whereas it happening 3 years ago and I freaked the F out, or it happening now and I'm like, it's gonna be okay, Amberlynn. I thoroughly feel like my psychology.
Who said that? Hold on. Cherry, thank you. Good question. Why is she telling us this and not her therapist? Because she doesn't have one.
Just from Kentucky changed my life.
But also, I don't know why she decides that this is pertinent information to her YouTube audience. Well, the audience asked questions. I don't know if this was the question.
Like, because I'm able to see things.
Megan, hello, thank you for being here for 28 months. Megan says, sometimes that just means you're an insecure girly. Yeah, sometimes, and sometimes it does speak to a diagnosis, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it just means you're feeling fragile or insecure, or like, sometimes it's a range of feelings. Sometimes it might have to do with a diagnosis. But Ambi's walking us through it.
It's so different than I was prior to the diagnosis.
I forgot it was a Q&A.
Trust me, I know it can be exhausting for someone to be with someone like that.
It's exhausting This is exhausting. This is exhausting me, mama.
100% agree.
Because since we got the BPD diagnosis, we really haven't had a discussion about therapy and psychology.
But it's also exhausting
Or just mental health, assistance.
for me. It's very exhausting. But I try my very hardest to be upfront with the person that I'm interested in. Like, these are my issues. This is sometimes how I react to certain situations. I just feel like it's very important to have open communication around anything in a relationship, but especially mental health and the way that you react as a person. How many times have you ordered takeout in March?
That's good advice.
And what was it? So today is actually March 12th, and I've only ordered takeout 3 times. So I'm actually very proud of that. Like, round of applause. I mean, this is coming from a girly pop who would order takeout a couple times a day. So I would say I'm very, very proud of that. What?
I don't mean to sound cynical, but I will see what the rest of March brings.
What show did you audition for last year? So I am friends with someone from 1,000 Pound Best Friends, and we thought it would
Liz,
be
hello.
a good idea for me to be on that show. So she
Lovely to
talked
see
to the
you.
producers.
Oh, show.
Audition for last year. So I am friends with someone from 1,000 Pound Best Friends, and we thought it would be a good idea for me to be on that show.
Ambi's going prime time.
So she talked to the producers, and they're like, you know what? Let's give her an interview. So I had an interview. Feline was my girlfriend at the time, and she was
Oh, so this was a while ago.
100% supportive. We knew that we were going to have to actually move to a different state to be a part of that show. And
Why? Is that show like filmed over a long period of time? I didn't think 1,000 Pound Besties was. I thought it was all like filmed quite closely together. It was like a month.
And we were both willing to do it. We were willing and ready. I did the interview. It actually went amazing, but I never heard back from them. And I'm not going to lie to you. This happens a lot. I have been interviewed for
So many times.
a few weight loss shows, and it always goes really good. They like hype me up and they make me feel really good, but they never call me back. They
What do you guys think it is?
never
A lie? By Savitri, do you think it's a lie, or do you think there's something going on there?
even tell me, sorry, we didn't choose you. It's just like there's nothing. So it would have been
We decided to go another way. Welfare Girl, thank you for being here for 13 months. Welfare says, didn't get a call back. Interview went amazing. Well, I mean, two sides of the story, I guess.
an amazing.
A lie. I think it's I think it's probably a lie. I think that I don't think she is I don't think she's interesting enough. I just don't think she's interesting enough. And then the other part of me is like, oh, well, what do those... I mean, TLC seems to... I don't know what they do for, like, psych evaluations and stuff for people who are part of their shows. I don't know what that kind of looks like. Because that, like, I'm thinking specifically about, like, reality, like, competition shows and the requirements surrounding them, which might be very different overseas. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I think another part of it is, with those shows in particular, I feel as if characters do need a little bit of, like, a sympathetic angle. Because it's really hard for shows like, I guess, 1,000 Pound Sisters, 1,000 Pound Besties, whatever. Even, like, My 600 Pound Life. It's very hard for main characters, I guess, the people who are the focus of the show, to be unlikable. And I feel like Ambi gives such smug energy that for general audiences, I think that Ambi would come online and people might dislike her pretty quickly just based on her personality, which makes me sound really horrible, but I think that might be part of that. Megan, thank you for the super chat. Megan says, they watched her YouTube channel and saw how boring she was. Yeah, and the other thing is, like, there's not a lot of history in Ambi that hasn't already been explored, so there wouldn't be any, like, shocking revelations or anything. I think Ambi's best chance of getting on, like, primetime TV might be, like, specials of people who, like, I don't know, if some network were running a special on, I guess, people's whose entire career is on the internet, and Ambi could represent for something. I don't know. There's a million other people to choose from, so anyway.
Amazing experience. I would have absolutely loved it. Because the girl I'm friends with from that show, I don't want to like say her name because I don't know how she would feel about that. I'm sure she wouldn't care, but like, y'all, you know me, I'm afraid, like the doxing, I might say the wrong thing. Like, I have become more private on my channel. I do want to get better with that and start sharing more, but it's hard to balance like, what am I allowed to say versus what am I not allowed to say? I don't want anyone mad at me. So, but yeah, it was 1,000-pound best friends. And I don't know, it just would have been great. Like, I really do feel that. Do you consider yourself a sexual person? Oh, absolutely.
I'm sorry, why are we talking about this? Why? Oh, Lord.
Absolutely. I would consider myself to actually be a very sexual person, especially like if we...
Understanding that having a conversation about sex, a mature topic, yeah, one that you absolutely can have with friends, people in your life. It's a mature conversation. We don't need to be exploring this on YouTube. We really don't. You can keep some things private. You didn't need to answer this question. But I guess it's fingerlings. God damn it. God damn it!
Vibe in that way. Like, sex every day. I'm a daily sex type of girly pop. So, do you have a current...
Oh, Lord. Oh. All right. Right in front of Twinkie. Just... You didn't need to include that, but you did. So there you go.
Love life.
Strap in for Straplin. Ploppy. Holy shit! Stop. Oh no.
So I actually do have a current love life, and it is with my Valentine. There was a phase where I was talking to multiple people at once, and my feelings grew here and there and this and that. And I just realized that like talking to multiple people at once is not me. It never has been. I never did anything like that before. But it's like, people were like, you know, you're single, try it out.
Her whole conversation about getting the diagnosis for BPD explains these actions. Waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning, texting the person I'm in a relationship with. How are you? What's going on? Ooh, you know, what's that tone? All of that stuff. That's not me minimizing the diagnosis, by the way. Just trying to recap what she was saying 10 minutes ago. And now she's out here saying, oh, well, you know, I was talking to multiple people. That does not make sense to me. How does any of that... There's absolutely fuck all logic there. Talking to multiple people, waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning, what are you doing? Like, messaging all of them, being like, hey, how's your day going? What's going on? Like, is anyone else seeing that mismatched logic?
To different people. And I experienced it. Great. It's just not for me. So my Valentine is the only person that I'm interested in, and the only person that I want to be interested in, and that I will be interested in. So yeah.
Can we get them involved in the YouTube soon, please? I need a side character.
You have a love life.
And if it's the person who everybody thinks it is, they seem to quite enjoy being on camera, right? Great. Have fun.
What 5 things would you want your partner to be like? I'll name some things, like obviously like trustworthy and loyal. I want someone who's loving and affectionate, like with their words and physical touch. I want someone who's obsessed with me. Like, mutual obsession is definitely green flag coded for sure. And I want someone who's like weird and funny and quirky and silly, because that is very much me. And I want to laugh with you and be weird with you. And I just love that. Like, someone with a good sense of humor. Who is your favorite ex? I'm gonna say Feline. Is wifey number 1 the same as wife?
Why would you answer that question? Who's your favorite ex? Red flag.
Wifey number 2. Wifey number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are all the same person. Has Nikocado Avocado apologized yet for implying you lied about having cancer?
Oh, did she just... Sorry, I'm sorry. Did she just admit there was no wifey before fleeing? Very good. Very good. Because we all knew. That's nice.
As wifey number 2. Wifey number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are all the same person. Has Nikocado Avocado apologized yet?
Yeah, Mish. The word obsession. Like, I understand it in a playful context. For partnership, but like with Ambi literally just talking about BPD and the way that she, for lack of a better word, obsesses over partners, whether or not they're actually in her life or not. Wasn't there someone she chased off? Not chased off, but wasn't there someone like, there was someone before all of this Valentine's nonsense that ghosted. Oh yeah, she got ghosted. That's right. Right.
for implying you lied about having cancer. No,
So just trying to track all of these made up people, because they're more than likely made up.
he hasn't. And I think that's just very low of him, especially because he still says quotes and does things that I do in my videos and his videos. It's just like, do you have a heart? Like, at all?
What is this?
Yet.
What is this?
For implying you lied about number
Oh,
one.
Nick Ricardo, right.
No, he hasn't. And I think that's just very low of him, especially because he still says quotes and does.
Honestly, who the fuck cares about Nick Ricardo and Amberlynn's, like, relationship? My God.
Does things that I do in my videos.
Not I, says the man wearing ears.
In his videos, it's just like, do you have a heart? Like, at all? It'd be different, like, if he was just like another YouTuber who just wanted to talk shit. But I did consider him my friend, and I did talk to him about my cancer privately in text messages. So it's just like, for him to do something like that is just really, really wrong. Would I like
Get real life friends.
an apology? Sure. Like, be a good, decent human being. Who is your favorite reactor in girl world? Definitely Yo Mama, hands down. I feel like we don't really have anyone like that in the community. Someone who's willing to stand up towards bullies and YouTubers who think that they're doing something good when they're really not. They're just like...
I don't think what I'm doing is good. I think what I'm doing is neutral. What I'm doing is offering my criticism, opinion, and nonsense to watching even more nonsense. There is no... We do not have an alignment. What are you even talking about? Ugh.
attacking two individuals. I noticed that a lot of the reaction channels, they don't like to talk about the other reaction channels, and if they do, it's always like good things, but it's like, y'all...
I don't care. Here's me talking about everybody else. I don't care. There's not enough time in the day to be able to track what people do, who says what, who's got what opinion, who's on which team. Oh my God, Mary. Here to watch my stories, have a laugh, chat in chat, and that's it. The worst thing I think that has ever happened, particularly surrounding Chantal, is that she forgot she was the main character and decided to turn reaction channels into side characters of her own nonsense. And my perspective on all of that is hands off, different reality, no touchy, just watching through my magical box. That's it. I know that's not everybody's perspective, and when those storylines and everything kind of overcross, it just means the content gets worse, I guess. Like thinking back to the fun reasons I used to watch Chantal and Abby, because it was stupid and it was dumb and it was watching people try things and me being like, that's probably not going to work. Great, I'm going to go try something different. Just because people dislike Ambi, just because people dislike Chantal, does not mean there aren't two teams. And if there are teams, I'm up in the stands, probably on my phone, because I'm not a sporty kind of girly pop. And I don't care. I don't care whether or not people are digging deep into other reactions. It's got sweet fuck all to do with me. People have similar hobbies. The hobby is watching nonsense on the internet, and you can react like this. You can talk about it over on forums or Twitter. You can create clip shows or compilations or illustrations, or you can talk about it in a podcast. You can do all of these things, but it doesn't mean there's any through line outside of we watch messy people on the internet, which is a hobby. But anyway, no, you continue.
All these reaction channels, they're not perfect. They do and say wrong things as well, because we are humans. That is just how we're programmed.
Yeah, everybody does. No, I'll only speak for me. I don't think anyone's putting me up on a pedestal. That's silly. The reason why people drift towards other people who watch this content vicariously, I suppose, is because they're able to offer opinions and thoughts, and it's really not that deep. Some people like watching, some people don't. It's not girl, it's not that deep. It doesn't matter.
To make mistakes and to do things that we shouldn't.
It is kind of circular logic and all of that as well, because it's like, imagining, like, thinking back to comparisons, right? So watching Chantal make a fool of herself and say something really, like, bigoted or terrible on the internet, and watching that and being just like, oh my god, I can't believe someone sat here and actually said that. And then, like, Ambi talking about other content creators who react to reactors who say things that may be not great on the internet, you know? It's all, oh god, it's all just so circular and exhausting. And all I want, like, what I would love right now, Ambi, in all honesty, is, like, a torrid haul and maybe, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say Legos. A torrid haul and a cooking video. That's what I would personally love. And this is why I feel like I am drifting into other content creators, because this is all just so cyclical, and it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care about the drama. I just want my stories to be fun and to have a laugh and to be able to feel like it's mildly entertaining, and in turn hopefully be entertaining. That's it. It's not that deep.
But I think the difference is that Yo Mama's not afraid to say something, while all the other reaction channels are very much scaredy cats, for the lack of a better term.
I'm a scaredy cat. Look at the ears. It's on the ears.
Something, while all the other reaction channels are very much scaredy cats, for the lack of a better term.
Okay, I'll tell you right now, Ambi. I've got the same amount of hours in a day as Beyonce. I just don't have the resources. I ain't got the time. I haven't got the time to be watching every other person on the internet talk about the same people that I talk about. I don't have the time. I don't have the inclination. I could give a fuck. That doesn't make me team anyone. I'm team me. I'm team, I want to have a nap after this. I'm team, it's not that serious. And Ambi's been in this chat before while I've been reacting to her, and Ambi is aware of who I am. And I don't paint myself as a hateful individual. My god, if I was actually interested in drumming up drama, it would take a modicum of effort and me yelling a lot more for that. But that's not who I am, because I don't care to be that person. Like, I don't care. I just want to have fun.
When I saw that, I genuinely just think that Yo Mama is highly entertaining. I love his live streams, and I watch every single one of them. Who is the last?
That's great, gal. That's really good for you. I wish I dedicate what I would say probably 2 hours to a stream, and that's maybe 3 times a week at the moment. And then watching the content solo, honestly, maybe another hour or 2. But usually in the background while I'm doing other things like cooking or cleaning or whatever. I can't.
Person that texted you. So the last person that texted me was my Valentine. Do you use sex toys with yourself or with partners? Yes, I do. And I know some people are gonna come.
What the fuck? Sorry, I just clicked back into the question.
Use sex toys with yourself or with partners? Yeah.
This is a mature conversation. And one, sure, there's validity in, and if we're talking about education, if we're talking to our friends, if we are talking to our partners, sure. What the fuck?
Yes, I do. And I know some people are going to come for me, especially if you've...
No, I'm not coming for you gently. I'm not coming for you at all, ma'am. If you use toys, that's great. That's good for you. We do not need to take this conversation further.
I've been watching me for about a decade, because I remember one time I said, like I said, like this was like a decade ago. One time I was like, yeah, I think you only need sex toys if like your sex life is like super boring. Girly pop, I was just like delusional at the time. I'm not delusional anymore. A sex toy is amazing. And I've been knew that for years now, but I'm just like speaking about it now. What is...
I don't want to know. This is giving the same level of cringe and awkward when she was telling the proposal story, how Becky put the ring on a vibrator. Girl, keep some things private. Feel free. Lord.
What's the last thing you journaled about? So I journaled about a conversation that I will be having this Friday. It's actually a serious conversation that I'm having with someone. So I journaled a little bit about that and like just how I feel about it, and maybe some like talking points that I would like to bring up. Will you show your partner in videos in the future?
What's that? What's the one no, just brain, block that out. Stop.
just how I feel about it, the serious conversation that I'm having with someone. So I journal a little bit about that and like just how I feel about it and maybe some like talking points that I would like to bring up. Will you show your partner in videos in the future? So this goes for anyone.
Partner, Valentine, ooh.
Whether it's a family member, whether it's a partner.
I really, DX, I really do like that little succulent pillow. I really like it.
A friend. I will show you. You can be in my videos. You can be in all my videos. You can do whatever you want. Well, not whatever you want, but you guys know what I mean. Be all up in my videos. Like, I don't care, but it's only if you want to. I will never ever put someone in my videos that does not want to be in my video. I would love it if my partner wanted to be part of my YouTube channel. Okay. But I understand if they wouldn't. People are brutal.
All right, so when's the Valentine coming on?
And there's a difference between, oh, I'm gonna make fun of this.
Adam and Eve, Lynn.
This, I might make fun of your hair versus like, I'm gonna dox you and your family and your dog and your dog's kibbles. Like, it's just like, people be doxing like what doctors I have. That actually goes into the next question. Perfect segue, Amberlynn. What really happened during the weight loss?
Props to third person talking.
Surgery era.
Yeah, what did happen? What happened? Because you were going to tell us something really... There were 3 things that you were going to tell us when the weight loss surgery era stopped, and I don't think you addressed any of them. So this will be fun.
Okay. I specifically said repeatedly during that whole era, I will explain later. Yes. You guys will see why I'm upset later.
Was she upset?
I can't tell you now, but I'll tell you later. Later is here, and I'm just going to do it short and quick and to the point. I could easily do a whole story time, but... Maybe
you should. Save it for a story time.
I'm just not going to even do that because I'm not going to put my energy into this that hardcore because I just don't want to. Okay. I did back...
And, you know, you can overcomplicate a lie really easily, so there's that too. Lux, hello. Thank you for being here for 30 months, mate. Lux says, Poppy, gonna lose it if I hear girly pop again. All right, I will not say it again. I'll try not to say it again.
Then, my energy was very much into this back then. I was very upset.
Were you in? No, stop.
So, let's get into it. So, if you guys remember, I came on my YouTube and I said, oh, I can't get weight loss surgery until I don't binge for a whole year.
Yes, I do remember that. Yes. Wow, you look mean.
It came out of nowhere. It was confusing. It was weird. It made no sense.
Well, not really, because it did seem as if you were talking about your BED and then you were saying how you actually were never diagnosed and didn't actually have it, and everyone was really confused. And we thought that you were talking about that because you thought, or we thought, that the weight loss surgery were watching your YouTube because you said that they were, and that you had to walk back all of your conversation about BED because that would result in further mental health and psychological assistance during the weight loss surgery and would probably push that timeline much further back. Because there was a time where Ambi was like, no, I don't need, like, no, the weight loss surgery is just going to happen. We're going to book it in and we're going to do this, that, and the other. And everyone was like, don't you need to get cleared from a psychologist or therapist or something first? Because you've got, like, they have a duty of care to make sure that you're not going to just have the surgery and then, like, essentially hurt yourself if you haven't got a way to manage the BED. And we were all very confused for a very long time, and you gaslit your entire audience into saying, no, I don't need to speak to a psychologist. I don't need that. And that's when things changed.
A whole year. It came out of nowhere. It was confusing.
Did not come out of nowhere.
Weird. It made no sense. But I held on to that and I said, okay, let's do it. Then I had an appointment with my dietitian and she said, you're going to come meet the surgeon because we need to talk to you about something.
Yeah.
And this was before I was even supposed to meet the surgeon. Sorry, I itched right here.
Whoa. This is also rewriting history because she said she was telling us that she was talking to the administrator or whatever, and they said, or her, I don't know what it was, her, the person she was speaking to at the weight loss surgery said, great, so we need the psychologist to sign off on it, the surgeon to sign off on it, and then we're good to go. And so the psychologist and the mental health side of things wouldn't sign off on it until a minimum of 12 sessions. And then that all happened, and you told us that there was something going on, and you basically spoke to your service provider's boss, right? Remember, we made a big joke about Ambi being like, take me to your manager. Because, like, they weren't agreeing to something. And then eventually they changed their mind. And then you pestered them, I think is the correct word, about speaking to the surgeon and when's that going to happen and what that timeline looks like. Because we were all like, they're not going to schedule in your surgery for 6 months in the future. Like, it's not going to work that way. Like, they'll do it when there's a window, but they're not going to say, like, in 8 months' time, this is going to be your surgery date. She's retelling this in a lie, by the way. This is all a lie.
I need to talk to you about something. And this was before I was even supposed to meet the surgeon. Sorry, I itched right here, so that's why I'm super red, and I just...
And she was also telling us she only needed to lose 0.1 or 1 pound a month or whatever it is to prove that she could lose weight while going through the weight loss surgery prep, essentially.
Now noticed. My skin be sensitive.
She's lying and her chest is burning red. She is getting a little flush, yeah.
Anyways, I was gonna meet the surgeon even before I was supposed to. So, long story short, hundreds and hundreds of people were emailing my surgeon, finding his Instagram and messaging him.
Right.
They were contacting my surgeon's office through the phone, through messages. Any way that people could contact my surgeon, they were finding it and they were doing it. So,
I find it so strange that she didn't speak about it until now.
how did people find out who my surgeon was? A reaction channel. How did that reaction channel find out who my surgeon was? Because I read maybe 2 sentences of an email that was sent to me by my surgeon's office. This reactor wanted to know so badly who my surgeon was that they faked wanting to get weight loss surgery just so they could get that email back to them to confirm who my weight loss surgeon was. And once they confirmed who my weight loss surgeon was...
Man, this conspiracy theory runs deep.
What did they do? They doxed him. They said, this is Amberlynn's surgeon. This is who he is. Blah, 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 blah. Well, my surgeon was Dr. Smith.
Oh, no, not Dr. Smith. Who's that? Who's that? Oh my god, BB, hi! How are you? If you've watched Drag Race already, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm saving that for later tonight. But hi, I miss you. I thought of you the other day. I was looking up slime tutorials on the internet. Yeah. I think I had to show someone Mean Girls. But also, anyway, hi. I feel well, lovely. Happy weekend.
He is blah, 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 blah. Well, my surgeon was Dr. Smith. The same surgeon who did Tammy
Smith is one of the most common last names in America.
In surgery. I have met him.
Oh, so he's the surgeon from 1,000 Pound Sisters. Is that right?
He is wonderful. He was understanding. So when I met him and we had that meeting, I explained to him everything. He explained to me the type of messages and things that he was receiving.
Yeah.
It was people saying how I binged and I lie.
She does lie.
So not only was I fighting for myself to get weight loss surgery, but I was fighting against hundreds of people because of a careless reaction channel. I was pissed. I was hurt because it's like, react to me all day. Go for it. I really don't care at this point, but stop getting in the fucking way of my life.
Right.
Like, you
That's fine. I'm literally just here to watch, so don't boohoo on me.
got in the way of my life.
Yes, slime tutorials.
So once the surgeon heard about all this and heard my side of the story...
I mean, Amby is a known liar, and Amby spoke about her BED and had a lot to say about that in the last 5 years, and from everything we understood, that was all unmanaged, untreated, unacknowledged. It was just used as kind of a... Like, the binge monster was a legitimate thing happening in the Ambiverse. Yeah. But, yeah, again, like, that shouldn't have been a shock because there was the whole 12 sessions of therapy required.
That is when things were changed. And he was like, you know what? A year is way too long. He explained to me that they've never been in this type of situation where like someone who was well known gets doxxed and now he's receiving all of these messages and calls and stuff. Like, not only like was that not fair to me, but it wasn't fair to them as professionals. Like, they had to deal with all of these messages. That's not fair to them. As I speak on this, I also want to thank Zachary Michael because he knew about all of this. I actually told him in
Girl, get some real life friends.
private.
Morgan, thank you for being here for 23 months. Morgan says, favorite slime tutorial? Ooh, the Frozen one's really good. I'm a sucker for Disney. Yeah, the Frozen one's really good.
I didn't give him like the rundown. I didn't give him every tiny detail, but he knew who my surgeon was. I went back to try to find the DMs, but I don't know. A lot of DMs were deleted. I don't know if it was because of him or because I had him blocked at one point. It's a mess. I do be blocking. I'm not gonna lie.
Girl, it is a mess. Go out, get some real life friends. Like, what the fuck?
But just out of respect, I'm not gonna share our DMs because I feel like that's low life. I know reaction channels love to share DMs. It's like their go-to. It's like,
why are you interacting? Sorry, I've really got to ask. Why is she interacting with reaction channels? Like, why? She hates everybody. We're all terrible meanies who speak badly about her, criticize her. Why engage with them? Why give them the time of day? Why be in DMs with people? What the fuck? Yeah, just like, why? Just why?
like, oh, Amberlynn messaged me, let me show you. It's like, for real now, come on. But yeah, Zachary Michael knew, and he didn't say a word. And in his...
If you don't think that reaction channels are going to acknowledge you speaking with them, reaching out to them, being in their DMs, being in their chat, whatever, why are you doing these things? Like, why? The one, when Ambi was in the chat, I did not want to acknowledge her whatsoever, because I was already watching her content. That's all. I'm not here to engage with her. I'm not here to interact with her. I'm here to watch the stuff that she decides to put out on the internet, just like everybody else. I just happen to have a camera in my face. That's it. But like, why are you sliding into the DMs of reaction channels? Why are you sliding into the DMs of anybody? Like, what benefit is there for you at all? Well, I just want them to understand. Girl, stop watching them. Stop it. You were just talking about how you've got a barrier in place and how you let the hate water off a duck's back and all of that. But instead, how about we just get out of the water? We go play in the tree.
His reactions, he acted like he had no idea. And I feel like a lot of people might ask this. No, that's not the reason why I didn't end up getting weight loss surgery, because I was still...
She told Zachary Michael he wasn't allowed to talk about her weight loss surgery now that she shared with him. Ew! What the... Bleh.
Still going...
I hate... Ambi, stop trying to manipulate anybody. Like, who cares?
Through with it. Like, Dr. Smith is so freaking amazing. Like, he was so sweet, such a gentleman. He was rooting for me through and through. Like, I wish more than anything, if I ever want weight loss surgery...
It's so gross. It's such a... And, like, that's part of the reason why watching Ambi and Foodie are so, like, interesting to me, because I don't know people like this in my real world. You know? Different realities. It's so bonkers. Like, none of these are choices that I would make. They're not good choices.
Weight loss surgery, because I was still going through with it. Like, Dr. Smith is so freaking amazing. Like, he was so sweet, such a gentleman. He was rooting for me through and through. Like, I wish more than anything, if I ever...
So if all of this was happening, would a good thing to have been, like, not acknowledging it would have probably been a bad thing, but maybe, like, talking to Dr. Smith and that weight loss surgery and being like, okay, great, so this really sucks and I'm so sorry. You know, there's people on the internet who are doing this. It's really bad. I'm not trying to defend that action at all. You know me. I hate the idea of the cross-sectioning of reality. But two approaches, right? One, surely they've got some kind of something going on, because they're the TV people, right? So there's that. But also, outside of that, would it not have been a good idea for her to maybe say, look, can you just refer me to another weight loss surgery clinic or another group, and I'll just pack up my stuff and I'll move over to that clinic and, like, XYZ. Because, yeah, there's obviously, like, the therapy side of things, but the actual, like, surgery and the preparation for all of that, like, she didn't need to be with that clinic. She in this instance, I feel like it would have been a good idea to just, like, be referred to someone else. But I don't know.
Ever want weight loss surgery again, that he will be the surgeon, because it's just like, he is incredible. I ultimately did not get weight loss surgery because I didn't feel ready. I genuinely didn't. I didn't feel like I had the support that I needed, because me and my now ex, we were just going through a lot at the time, and it was super expensive, like $35,000. Like, it was just like a lot of different things that were causing me to be like, this is not the right choice right now. So The next question kind of goes into what we were just talking about. Is weight loss surgery something you will try again? So right now the answer is no, but will it always be no? I really don't know. But right now that's not, like, in the cards for me, honestly. So the last question is, what's your ideal sexual fantasy? Tie me up.
Why? I feel I did not consent to these questions just being sprinkled in. Not tie me up, girl. 50 Shades of Lynn. Here we come.
Put my panties in my mouth.
This has been up for 3 days. This is so raw, you guys. Oh, Lord. That's too much information.
Oh boy. Come do whatever you want to me because I'm tied up. So there's nothing I can do about it.
Wait, what is this? I hate this.
Anyways, you guys, this was a long Q&A. Like, oh my God, it's literally been an hour for me. I have to edit this down like crazy. That was a fun hour. I thoroughly enjoyed this Q&A. I
did not. This was a terrible Q&A. I'm absolutely not. This was bad. I need a shower. I need a shower and I don't know, something. Just wash my face. Anyway, chat, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I'm really sorry that we had to leave that on such a bitter note. But anyway, I hope you all have a fabulous weekend. Thanks for joining me. If you'd like to hit the like button on the way out, I'd appreciate it. For those of you on the rewatch, I appreciate your comments, opinions, and eyeballs. Chat, as always, you've been a pleasure, and I've been a pulpy. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all in the next video. Oh, Lord Baroque, thank you for gifting 10 channel memberships right at the end. This is, sorry, this is very kind of you. Thank you. And welcome back to your girl, Infernal. Hello, Shannon, not that Shannon. Hello, Steffi. Veruca, Wolf, Teddy, Lucy Jane, Left Early, Sherry, and I think that's everyone. Please make sure you thank the lovely Lord Baroque for the gifts. You've all been great, and I hope you have a great weekend. And be nice to yourself, drink your water, wear your sunscreen, get your steps in, try to have a laugh, and just don't get on the internet and talk about how you want panties in your mouth. It's been a pleasure. Anyway, I'll see you all in the